Hey, did you know that a shepherd is usually a loner and his closest friend is probably me, a sheep? Now you do. So last week I hosted a game show, a Bible trivia game show. And the question that was asked was, what did Moses use to turn into a snake? And there was an overwhelming response of his rod. So the thing about me is I don't like to tell people that they're wrong. However, I absolutely love to teach. So here we go. So there are usually two tools that a shepherd will use to make sure that his sheep are safe. Let's talk about them. One, a rod. This is a rod. A rod is usually a thick, sturdy wood stick that is used to defend prey from predators. Kind of like when you see a wolf trying to attack sheep. Shepherd would use one of these and say, "Get out of here, Mr. Wolf." All right, so that's the rod. The rod is one of the items that David used, and we know this because of his account and retelling what he would do for his father. 1 Samuel 17, he said, "Your servant used to keep his father's sheep, and when a lion or a bear came and took the lamb from the flock, I went after it and struck it and delivered it. And when it rose up against me, I struck it and unalived it." So David knew how to use the rod. That boy David, that boy was a bad mother. What? I was going to say motherless child. Item number 2, a staff. This is a shepherd's staff. Some of you might recognize it because it's actually Little Bo Peep's staff from Toy Story, but we're going to use it. Why? Because Little Bo Peep was a shepherd. And because she's a shepherd, we need to talk about the sheep. Did you know that sheep are notorious wanderers, that they often follow blindly, that they usually settle for less, they're emotional creatures and they can recognize voices, and they are in need always of somebody giving them food, water, leadership, guidance, and protection? The Bible calls us the sheep. And when you start actually studying what a sheep is or what a sheep does or how a sheep moves, I understand why we are called the sheep. So back into the staff. This is used as guidance and for loving kindness. As you can tell, it is a long, slender stick with a nice hook at the top. The staff isn't used in any other profession. This is the item that usually identifies the shepherd. This item and this item only is used in the shepherd's profession. No other profession. The unique design of it, meaning the slender bottom and the hook at the top, the design allows for the shepherd to grab the sheep around the neck and pull it back in. This isn't used. This isn't designed for cattle. It's not designed to be used on a horse or hogs. It is only meant for the sheep. So this, the shepherd's staff, along with this, the shepherd's rod, when these two are wielded together, it gives us a divine picture of what a good shepherd is. A shepherd that is strong, a shepherd that's competent, and a shepherd that's trustworthy. A shepherd that is present with his sheep and able to watch over them and defend them in any dangers that they may face. This is why in the Gospel of John, Jesus calls himself the good shepherd. There can just be any other shepherds, but they're not the good shepherd. Why? We already talked about how we as sheep need food, water, leadership, guidance, and protection. Watch this. We, as the sheep, need food. Jesus is the daily bread. We need water. Jesus says, "Drink of me and you will never thirst again." We need leadership. Come on now. Who else do you know is willingly going to be for the wrong that you've done? We also, after food, water, leadership, we need guidance. Jesus guided us before he left when he gave us the Great Commission and said, go. Go simply means to exit the place that you're in. He said to go and make disciples. And then on down in the next verse, he said, and surely I will be with you until the end of time. So he gave us the instruction. He told us where we need to go: Judea, Jerusalem, Samaria, and to the outer ends of the earth. And he said that he will be with us the entire time. If I'm not mistaken, that's the definition of a guide. So we'll get guidance. And then finally, we have his protection. When he built the church on the name of Peter, calling him the rock, he said, on this rock I build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail. So there's your protection. The fact that hell will not prevail as long as we are believers and leaners on the name of Jesus Christ will be everything we need. But if we don't have him, I guarantee you, you'll just be one of those little wandering sheep, not knowing what's happening. Bye.